Let me speak to y'all for a minute for real about this race thing that's going on, this critical race. Can't pronounce it right. I'll show the program for you. This critical race theory they doing trying to put in schools, saying races is the America was built on racism and all this stuff, but they don't tell you half. They don't tell you the whole story. And another thing is people have asking me, is I'm in the military, right? Because I go around. Let me show you this. Hope I can see it. My cup, my flag, my cup, right? Hope it's going the right. Cup of my flag in my chair. And I got my iPad and all that stuff. No, my cup right there. My American flag. Okay, I'm back. So they asked me, so I said, no, I just appreciate what's going on. I see clothes back there is all messed up. I gotta clean that up, but forget about that. I'm on something else right now. And I'll show you some other things. But so he said, I said, no, because I know what they're trying to do. So I respected this flag like United States of America, because I know they're trying to do communism, Marxism, socialism, all that other stuff. What our ancestors didn't want. What my ancestors didn't want, and part of your ancestors didn't want. Because it was two wars fought. 1776, black people fought in that war too though. Don't let them trick you. And they talking about it built on racism, but they don't tell you the first black man, the first slave owner was a black man. And they don't tell you about the whole Democrat Party. Just look it up from the 60s. We start from the 60s. All Democrat law. Like when Malcolm X was well, like excuse me, when Martin Luther King, when Malcolm X at the same time too, when Martin Luther King, Montgomery boycott, all that stuff was going on. It was Democrats that was stopping them laws. It was Democrat governors, Democrat mayors, Democrat everything, senators. So they don't want to tell you that story right there. So they're talking about it was built on racism, but they don't tell you about their racism though. They don't talk about the Democrat racism. You could find me a Republican that did that back in the 60s or the 40s or 30s. You could whatever. I'll go. This critical race theory is divide. It's dividing us for real. Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King came for people to come together, not divided. Hold on.
Against the teaching of critical race theory in its public schools. Governor Brad Little has followed the lead of governors in Utah and Arkansas by signing legislation enacting a ban on CRT teaching also at public universities in his state. The U.S. Department of Education under President Biden is proposing that public schools in the entire U.S. should be forced to teach critical race theory. At the heart of critical race theory is the idea that America was founded by white supremacists, and the country's history of racism and inequality still has an impact on modern day society right here in the USA.
It said white supremacists, right? Democrat Party. It's on my page. White supremacists came from the Democrat Party. What was it? North Carolina, 1800, something like that. White supremacy is a Democrat Party thing, but they ain't gonna tell you that in history. They gonna show you that. So everything they doing is of their own doing. The Democrat Party is the party of all of this, and they trying to reverse it to make you think they not they caring, but they're the ones. It's like what they're saying. The one, like old saying, be careful. The one that teach you might be the one that's tricking you. I just made that one up. But the one that's teaching you, oh no, this lady told me right. The lady told me a while back about the Bible. Be careful who teach you about the Bible, because it might be teaching you the wrong thing. Critical race theory. It's teaching our kids. It's teaching your kids and everything in the world to hold the wrong thing that's going on. They're not going to tell you the truth that the Democrat Party is behind all of it. All of the racism through history. Majority, yes, all of it. From the from the Federacy to the anti-federal to the federal to the anti-federal. Every we don't go back in history. Democrat Party is trying to trick America and the world because this right here, let me tell you what it leads to. It leads to Marxism. It leads to communism. When you erase history, they make their own history, and then you don't have the knowledge to understand that you being tricked and fooled. So you follow it. The next thing you know, you're gonna dictatorship country. Wake up.